Well, our next guest, a very familiar face here on RFD-TV. And while it's her husband, who typically takes the spotlight in front of the camera, it is her hard work behind the scenes that keeps both the operation and their brand running very smoothly. Welcome to the program, producer of Shark Farmer, Emily Sharkey. It is so great to see you. How you doing, girl?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks so much for having me on.
You bet. I got to say, listen, it is your time, Emily, to jump in front of the camera. I have to ask you, do you mind the spotlight because you do such a great job?
Well, I appreciate that. That's so kind of you. I do like to work behind the scenes more. I think that's where I'm comfortable. I like to just help everyone along.
Well, you do an amazing job. And I know you and your husband, you host the stage at various events throughout ag and across the country. And I always love seeing that. What I do love seeing, we're going to be talking about Diaries. You're featured on this week's program. I have to start, I don't even know this. Were you farming before marriage? Your background on yourself and your time in ag.
So I'm probably what you'd call a skip generation. So both my grandparents farmed. So I have fantastic memories of spending weekends and summers on both sides, my mom's parents and my dad's parents. And my best memories are helping my grandpa McManus going out in the field and trying to find sets of twins. He had Hereford cattle. And so that was my job, was to go out and drop hay for the cattle and then open all the gates for him because he had knee problems. So he loved having me along so he didn't have to get out of the truck. So my greatest memories are looking for sets of twins in the spring with him. And then my other grandpa, he was a row crop farmer as well. And so I would walk beans. And oh my gosh, kids don't do that so much anymore today, but I did a lot of walking beans and my payment was ice cream at the end. So.
We'll work for ice cream, right? That's how it works. The passion that you have, obviously, with your farm, your operation, with your husband, Rob, your family, it is just amazing to watch. And having this brand, it is so successful. Speak about the mission behind Shark Farmer and really building this.
Oh, my goodness. So when we got on Shark Farmer, we were given Shark Farmer TV in 2020, and we had approached Patrick Gotch, and he said, hey, let's do the show. And so we said, yes, absolutely. And we jumped at the chance and we were very excited about it, but we very quickly learned we didn't know that much about TV and there was so much to learn. So, my background isn't in communications. It isn't in TV production. But, with the podcast and interviewing people, we do interview a lot of people all over the country. And so that helped very much. But, I had to learn so much, just uploading footage, how to run the camera. When we started Man on the Street, just how to approach people on the street, because that was my job. So Rob was in front of the camera. So I had to find all of our guests for the Man on the Street interviews. And I used to walk up to people and I'm like, hey, you want to be on Shark Farmer TV? And people would run the other way because they didn't want to be on camera. So I had to very quickly learn that I had to say, hey, we're farmers from Illinois. We would love to talk to you about what we do and find out what you do. And then people were like, oh, yeah. And I think that's what shocked me the most was, I think farmers feel like we're under the microscope all the time, but talking with people all over the country in Nashville, doing these Man on the Street, we really find that people love farmers and trust us. And so we really, really enjoy talking to people.
I love that. Through the years, first of all, the approach, it is not easy, as you just heard Emily say, to approach people on the street, get them to be on camera with you, but it changes in the approach. And you are so likable. It's the approach, it softens, I think, people as well. Learning so much through the years. You're about to start how many seasons now in November?
We start season 12, if you can believe it. Yes, we'll be down in Nashville in November, so we'll see you in November.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're excited. I mean, it's been, oh gosh, over the years, we've interviewed well over 5,000 people now. And just hearing farmer stories and being able to relate with them is truly amazing. We feel blessed to be able to do it. And we love it that people are still watching.
Yeah. I was going to say, I can tell you here, the RFD TV viewers just love what you guys do. They love both of you. They love your family. I have to ask you the balance with the brand and the operation. I mean, here you are right in the middle of harvest, so you get to do that and keep that farm going as you prepare for another season. I can't imagine having to do all of it.
It is crazy. There are some days where I'm in the combine, and I love that. I love running the combine. That's my that's my job when I'm helping. But most days are, I'm in keeping things running. I'm mostly at my desk. I'm in charge of, Rob speaks all over the country, so I'm in charge of all his speaking contracts, and I'm speaking now too, some at women's retreats and along with him, side by side with him. So that takes a lot of planning, and then just our schedule and with production, with everything. I have to find all the interviews for the podcast and the TV show, and we're on PBS as well. So it keeps me really busy. I think sometimes I've got my phone just 15 different text messages and 20 emails with people. I got to keep straight who I'm talking to. It's just a content beast. It's really my job to keep the content going. I
can't imagine. You just said that. I started sweating as you were talking about everything that you do. Tomorrow, of course, the Spotlight, Dirt Diaries. What can we expect from your episode this week?
Well, I think it surprised people that I was a skip generation and that I trained polo horses and played polo before I ever came to the farm with Rob. And so that's interesting. And then just sort of how things have progressed. I mean, it's exciting to farm with family. Our son is just had his first corn crop this year. And so just what it takes to work on a farm with a family and keep things running. I think that's how much we love being on the farm in Illinois.
Well, you guys, like I said, you're so inviting, accessible, and passionate, and all of that just makes us love you even more. I can't wait to hear the story about training horses. That's going to be interesting. I love it. Producer of Shark Farmer, Emily Sharkey, thank you. Our best to Robin, everybody there at the farm. Again, you want to be sure to catch her Dirt Diaries episode. Watch it tomorrow, wherever you listen to your podcasts, and it's going to air again Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern on Rural Radio.